Today we are reviewing Omarchy, a distro that has been making a lot of noise in the Linux community, and honestly it deserves the attention. Omarchy, at first glance, it looks gorgeous, clean, minimal, fast, but this isn't your typical Linux distro. It is very opinionated. It was built by one person for a very specific type of user, and once you see what it looks like under the hood, you'll understand why it's getting so much hype and also why it might not be for everybody. Before we get started, if we haven't already hit that subscribe button, it really helps the channel grow. Alright, let's get into it. So what exactly is Omarchy? Omarchy is a Linux distribution built on top of Arch Linux, and it comes pre-configured with Hyprland, a tiling window manager that runs on Wayland. It was created by DHS, David Heinemeier Hansen, the guy who made Ruby on Rails and co-founded Basecamp. He basically bottled up his entire Linux setup and set it as a distro. He calls it beautiful, modern and opinionated Linux, and that word opinionated is the key. Omarchy doesn't try to please everybody. It reflects one developer's idea of what a perfect Linux desktop should look like, and it's primarily aimed at developers, especially those coming from Mac OS who want a powerful keyboard-driven workflow without having to spend weeks configuring everything from scratch. It follows a rolling release model, so you are always on the latest packages. There is no waiting for new version to drop in every 6 months. Now installation is where things get a little interesting, especially if you are coming from Ubuntu or Fedora. You have two options. You can either download the ISO from omarchy.org and install it like a normal distro, or you can run an install script on existing Arch setup. The ISO method is easiest way to go. But here's the thing, the installer is not a graphical one. There is no friendly GUI wizard holding your hand. It's text based, and it does ask you to make few decisions upfront, like disk partitioning and setting up full disk encryption. Full disk encryption is enabled by default, which is great for privacy and security. For a complete beginner, this part might feel a little scary, but if you know the steps carefully, it's actually not that bad. The documentation on their website is solid. After installation, you boot into a fully working Hyprland desktop, everything pre-configured and ready to go. No extra setup needed. Okay, this is where Omarchy really shines. The moment you log in, you are greeted by this incredibly clean, minimal desktop. There is no traditional taskbar or dock, just a wallpaper, a slim status bar at the top showing time, battery and a few system stats, and that's it. This is Hyprland, or tiling window manager, and if you have never used one before, it takes a bit of getting used to. Instead of dragging windows around, Hyprland automatically arranges your windows in a tiled layout. Every new window you open slots neatly into the screen. You control everything with keyboard shortcuts. Now let me walk you through the major key bindings you need to know as a beginner. Super plus space launch applications quickly. Super plus return, this opens terminal. Super plus alt plus space, it opens Omarchy menu. This is like the control center of everything. Super plus W, close focused window. Super plus F, toggle full screen. Super plus tab, next workspace. Super plus shift plus tab, previous workspace. Super plus 1, 2, 3 or 4 to switch workspace directly. Super plus T, toggle floating or tiling mode. Super plus L, switch layout mode. Super plus O, toggle sticky floating window. Super plus Alt plus F, maximize window width. Super plus Control plus tab, return to last workspace. Super plus K shows all key bindings. Super plus Alt plus space opens Omarchy control menu, and many more. You can look into all the available key bindings by simply pressing Super plus K. Once those click in your brain, navigating the desktop feels incredibly fast. You barely touch the mouse. Now what about pre-installed software? Omarchy comes loaded. You get Chromium, 1Password, Signal, LibreOffice, File Manager, and a bunch of developer tools like Git, NeoBeam. There's also VS Code and support for JetBrains IDEs. For installing new software, Omarchy uses Pacman, Arch Package Manager, and has own dedicated package repository. You can also install apps through Omarchy install menu, which gives you a nice organized list of optional tools to add. Flatpak support is also available too, so you are not stuck just with the Pacman packages. Under the hood, Omarchy is pure Arch Linux. The package manager is Pacman because it's Arch based and you get access to AUR, the Arch user repository, which is honestly one of the biggest software libraries in the Linux world. The default kernel right now in version 3.5 is a patched 6.19.10 kernel, specifically tuned to support Intel's latest Panther Lake processors. More on that in a moment. Because it's rolling release, you are always on the bleeding edge packages. That means latest software, the latest kernel updates, but also the occasional breakage. This isn't a set it and forget it distro. You should be comfortable with operating and regularly dealing with the odd issue. Hyprland runs on Wayland, not X11, which means better performance, better scaling on SIDPI displays, improved security. Modern apps handle Wayland just fine now. Performance is where Omarchy genuinely surprises people, because Hyprland is so lightweight compared to full desktop environments like GNOME or KDE. The system feels snappy and responsive even on older hardware. Boot times are fast, RAM usage at idle sits low, and the animations in Hyprland, yes, it has smooth animations built in and are GPU accelerated, so they don't tank your performance. People running Omarchy on older Intel MacBooks have reported a 36% performance improvement compared to running macOS on the same machine. That says a lot. Version 3 dropped on April 3rd, 2026, and it's a big one. The headline feature is full Intel Panther Lake support. Panther Lake is Intel's brand new chip built on their 18A process. It delivers single-core performance comparable to Apple's M3, multi-core comparable to the M5, and the GPU performance that actually beats the M5, all while saving power as little as 2 to 3 watts at idle. Omarchy worked directly with Intel and Dell to optimize this out of the box. And other highlights from this release are box type AI dictation. It's a built-in local AI voice to text triggered with Super Plus Control Plus X. The default model is around 150 MB and works offline. Once app server, this lets you run Dockerized web apps locally straight from the Omarchy install menu. Lumen Industries and Retro 82 themes. The new visual themes, the Lumen one is especially clean if you have seen Severance. Image previews in the Kitty terminal when browsing files. System sleep options, hibernate and suspend are now available if your hardware supports it via system sleep inside setup. Improved T2 Mac compatibility, better Bluetooth, fan curves and keyboard backlight for Apple T2 machines. Wi-Fi 7 fix for the Dell XPS 2026 lineup. Now let's be honest about the limitations, because there are some real ones. First, the learning curve. Hyprland is not beginner friendly by default. Most distros designed for new users hide complexity behind a GUI. Omarchy doesn't. You are expected to get comfortable with config files, the terminal and keyboard driven workflows. If that sounds intimidating, this might not be where you want to start. Second, it's a single user distro. Omarchy is built for one person on one machine. Multiple user setups are not really supported. If you are setting up a shared machine, look elsewhere. Third, it's a one-person vision. DHS made this for himself and the project is primarily driven by him. That's great for consistency, but it also means the community has less say in where things go. Some people have raised concerns about this in the open source world. Fourth, rolling release risk. Because it tracks the latest ARCH packages, things can occasionally break after an update. You should know how to recover your system if something goes wrong. Having a backup or a bootable USB around is smart. So final thoughts, Omarchy is genuinely exciting. It's one of the most polished tiling window manager setups I've seen packaged as a ready to install distro. The attention to detail, the theming, the pre-configured key bindings, the developer tooling, it all comes together really nicely. But it's not for everyone. If you're a developer who has been wanting to try ARCH or Hyprland but dreaded the setup process, Omarchy is made for you. If you are coming from macOS and want a fast keyboard-driven Linux experience, absolutely give it a shot. If you are brand new to Linux, I recommend starting with something like Ubuntu or Linux Mint first, building your confidence and then coming back to Omarchy when you are ready to level up. I would give Omarchy a strong recommendation for its target audience. Just go in knowing that what you are signing up for. So that's it for today's video. If you have any questions or want me to do a deeper dive on Hyprland key bindings, let me know. I read every single comment, so drop it down below. If you found this helpful, leave a like. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.